Okay, good evening, everyone, and thank you all for coming. I would like to call to order the Whittingham Homeowners Association Open Workshop Meeting for Monday, January 13th, 2025. Would you all please rise for a pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God. Okay, Susie, can I have a roll call, please?
Tom Clark,
Here.
Jay Ressler.
Yeah.
Bob Brown. Kathy Dodano.
Here.
Joe Attanasio.
Here.
Kathy Clark and Gleason.
Here.
Jeff Simonson.
All righty, thank you. Susie, do you have a management report? Matt Lupus is not here this evening, so Susie will be giving the report. Okay. Matt is not here tonight. Susie will be giving the report.
Okay. The Whittingham roof project is currently on hold as the conditions are not favorable for roofing. We have 8 buildings left under the current contract. When conditions are favorable, work will continue. The board has approved Clearview Power Washing to do the power washing for Whittingham for the spring. We will get more information out to the homeowners when we have the scheduled date. We have transitioned to American Pool for the indoor and outdoor pool. We have had to work through a few procedural changes, but have been happy with their knowledge and recommendations thus far. The best news is that they have enlisted the help of our own Joe Santos, who is back taking care of the indoor pool a few days a week. We are still in the process of getting proposals for the repairs and replacements of fences in Whittingham. We have 2 bids for the pickleball and tennis courts and are waiting for the 3rd to come in. We will be repainting the parking lines in the clubhouse parking lot in the spring. We'll be doing this with our in-house team of maintenance techs. Last, I just want to sincerely apologize for the incorrect information I sent out regarding the snow removal. The correct amount is above 2 inches, not 4. So I apologize for that.
Okay, thank you. Let's finish up with the report. So Kristen, do you have a recreation report?
Okay, so I'll start with, we have a couple of health lectures that are sponsored by the Gardens on Friday, January 17th at 1 p.m. It's a safe online shopping lecture facilitated by caregiver coach Kat Verde. We ask that you sign up with the concierge. There's no charge. The other lecture is on January 22nd at 2 p.m. in the Poker Room, and this is a caregiver preservation support group, also facilitated by Kat Verde from the Gardens. There's no charge for that either, but we do ask that you sign up with the concierge. On Sunday, January 19th, we have a movie in the ballroom at 1 p.m. The movie is called Maria. On Monday, the January 20th at 11 a.m., there is a lecture from St. Peter's Hospital, Cybersecurity Scam Prevention. There's no charge for this, but we do ask that you sign up with the concierge. On Sunday, January 26th at 3 p.m., we have our James Taylor Era Tribute Show. There's still tickets available. On Tuesday, February 4th, Bob Scott's Game Show Experience will be here. Tickets are $20 each, and you can sign up with the concierge now. Sunday, February 23rd, Epic Soul, which is a band that has 8 pieces, 2 singers and 2 horns, will be providing a unique entertainment experience. Those tickets are $30 and are on sale now. And lastly, we will be having a Super Bowl party. We're just finalizing up the menu with the greenery, and the flyer will be available by the end of this week. Thank you.
Okay, Kristen, thank you. Let's go to back to item number 4, restaurant update. I have here tonight Matt Federici. He is the owner operator of the new Greenery restaurant, and I wanted to let you know that there's been a lot of great comments made about how you handled the New Year's Eve party and the food that was served. We were all very impressed. So we're looking for great things when you open up shortly. And so why don't you come up to the mic and give us an update where you are and your staff that's here with you.
Okay. Good evening, everybody, and we're very, very excited to announce the grand opening date. An email went out a little bit earlier this afternoon from Kristen announcing our grand opening weekend of January 24th and 25th, which is next Friday and Saturday. Reservations are highly, highly encouraged. And we have a special phone number that you can call directly to us, which is on the flyer. But if anybody needs to take note of it, you can call concierge and they have that number as well. We will do our best to accommodate everybody as we can. And if you're going to invite anybody from outside the community, please just let us know that when you make the reservation so we can give security the heads up on that. I would also like to introduce you to a few of my management team who is here tonight with me. I have Sue and Mike who are going to be in the front of the house, making sure that everything goes well. Do you guys want to come up and say anything? Okay, come.
I just want to reiterate, we're looking forward to working with all of you. I've got a chance to meet a bunch of you already over the last couple of months, and we're in the home stretch here. So just about 10 or so more days, 15 more days, whatever, we're going to be open and ready to serve you. Thank you.
Just a few other things I want to add. We have a capacity right now of close to 80 seats, and our hours of operation for now will be Tuesday through Thursday, 11:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. So just keep that in mind when you're looking to make reservations. And obviously, as we get more up and running and getting our footing together, we will be discussing an expansion of hours or adding another day or maybe adding breakfast service, depending on what is needed from us and what the community wants. We will also be setting up a suggestion box. So if there's any menu items that you're looking for, any suggestions that you have, you can leave anonymously so you don't have to feel, pressured or anything. We will be having that set up and ready to go for grand opening weekend as well. So let your friends know, let your neighbors know, let the rest of the community know that we're in the home stretch and we want to try to get the place filled at all times and keep it going and be here for you guys for a long time, hopefully. Does anyone have any questions? Oh, one more thing. We will be releasing the menu probably sometime over the weekend. So we'll have a PDS of the menus going out so you can kind of get a preview of what we're going to have for lunch and dinner.
We can't hear you.
There will eventually we were working on getting like an online software to handle reservations, but we have a voicemail box set up. If no one's there to answer the call, you can leave your name, number, and requested time, and we'll call you back to confirm it. Or if there's any issues with that, we will call you. But if nobody's there, if it's after hours or anything like that, feel free to leave a message. There's plenty of room in the voicemail box. Unlike my own inbox, right, Tom?
That's true. Any other question?
Yes, Tom. Yeah, so we will take the reservations, get their first and last name, phone number, where they're, if they're making sure that they're not a resident, and we will pass that along to security so they know that they are coming in here for the restaurant. Additionally, if you're having any friends who you're inviting in, just make sure that either you let security know or let us to let security know that you're going to be meeting people from outside of the community. Because what if you come in with a friend who lives in a different area? They might want to, they might want you to make you the reservation, but then there's someone in your party who's from a non-resident. So just make sure that either you're letting security know or you're letting us so we can let them know.
Okay, any other questions from it? Mike?
Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Your community pass will be the proof of the residency to get your 15% off. Obviously, if you're getting a delivery, we know you're in the community because we know which ones are in the community. And takeout, you'll present the pass with us. Once we get to know some of you, obviously we might not keep re-asking for it, but in the beginning, we just, for proof of everything, would like to see that, especially if you're dining in with guests who are outside of the community, because we're going to have to split the checkup accordingly. And now, if you're getting a delivery and you have people from outside of the community at your house, we're not coming to knock down the door and spying on you to know who's there, who's not. So we will honor that if you have people from outside of the community at your house. We're not going to start surveilling over here.
Matt, do you have a little bit more information you might want to give in regards to the home delivery service that you're going to be offering?
Yes, so just no different than any other restaurant that you would call for a delivery. You would call us whenever you want the delivery. We would quote you our time. As we mentioned in the email, we're just getting our feet wet and the ground wet here. It's a new staff. They're still, learning the menu as we go along. We are running trainings and things like that, but it's not going to be perfect from day one. So just bear with us with the wait times for delivery, but you can call that day. There's no pre-orders, and we will give you the time that you can expect us, or a range of time, so that we'll get to your house. We will be able to take payments directly at the house. We have a device that's set up, so we will be able to bring a device to you. You don't have to worry about giving us payment information over the phone.
Okay, any other question?
Yep, first 2 days of grand opening. We're opening at 11:30. We'll be closing at 8:30. Yeah, so and that 8:30 mark is, that's when last orders, everything needs to be in. We're not going to necessarily push you out at 8:30, but we just ask that you respect the wait staffs and the staff's time, that you're not lingering around for so long. If you're getting there, let's just say at 8:20. But if you get there at 8:20 and get your order in real quick, we'll have no problem serving you.
Sandra, you have a question?
Correct. Friday and Saturdays will be 8:30. During the week will be 7:30. Yes. Yes, that is correct. The board did give permission for us to allow non-residents to make reservations. Correct, but for right now, we haven't really even been advertising to outside of the community or anything like that. We want to make sure that all of you are served first and served properly and get your chance to get in and give us a try. And then if we start seeing a little bit of a lull in reservations and in diners, then we're going to start, doing some more advertising to outside. But for right now, we're just keeping it to residents. I mean, if people hear of it just from people who live in here, if people from another community hears about it because you have friends and people start talking about us, that's just a word of mouth marketing. There's nothing we can do to stop that, but we are not going to be sending out any flyers or menus or anything like that at this time. But in the future, we definitely would like to do that if needed.
Okay, I see a hand in the back. You have a question?
Yes. Yep, we will have a children's menu. It obviously is limited to kids, but we will have a children's menu. Yes, but if you have grandkids or anything like that, we will have a children's menu. If you want to see it, I have no problem. We'll have no problem letting you see it to, talk to your kids or grandkids or whoever needs to see it.
Okay. Any other questions out there? No, I see no other
Yeah.
questions. One more?
Yes. We have a couple of high chairs, working on getting more as well.
Okay, so there's plenty of seating for grandchildren then.
Correct.
Okay, great.
So
Any
no
other
one has
questions?
anything else. Thank you so much, and we're looking forward to welcoming you
All right,
all
thank you.
next week. Have a great night.
Okay. Okay, moving on to item number 7, the review of the open workshop minute meetings from December 10th. Every of the board members have them. We'll review those and vote on those at the next action meeting. Item number 8, we have no new business to report, which is a good thing. And item number 9, the financial update. Kathy, you have any updates for us on financial?
I can provide an update. We do have our November financials. They are on the portal. You can go in and view them. If you have any questions, please feel free to bring them to a meeting or to contact me directly. I'd be happy to answer any questions. Next month, that is December financials, so the year end, the full year financials. I don't know exactly whether we will be able to report on them because they may not yet be available at the end of the month in our next joint operating meeting. But if not next month, the following month, we will provide a full recap of the year's expenses against our budget. And at that meeting, we will have an opportunity, or you will have an opportunity to ask any questions.
Thank you, Kathy. All right, we'll move on to, there is no old business on the item 10. That brings us to our open forum. We got there very quickly tonight. Anyone would like to speak about anything, please come up to the microphone, give your name and address for the record. Please come up. You got to speak, you got to speak right into the microphone so we can hear you. Oh, he might have shut it off. Hold on. You got it? All right, wait a minute, we'll fix it.
Hi, I'm Rita Ferrero, and I live on corner of Sherwood and Penn, and I did want to tell Susie about the 4 inches of snow. I thought something was wrong, but it was really not well done, just FYI, because I can see Whittingham Drive, I can see Sherwood from my kitchen window, and I can see Penn Way, and it was a sheet of ice. My neighbor, who's 83 years old, had to go to the doctor. She had the first appointment on Monday, and it was a sheet of ice. And I looked out my window and said, oh my God. So just FYI, whatever they're doing, they weren't salting. In the past, I'm here almost 25 years, they were salting like constantly. So by the time that the snow came down, it just stuck. It was just ice. You could have slid down there. The other thing I wanted to mention, I'm a little nervous about it, is getting rid of the nurse at night. I don't know if I didn't keep track of what you were talking about. And I know I'm older and I'm here 25 years and I live alone. And it's a very wonderful peace of mind to know. And I say, what if I have a stroke in the middle of the night and I can't answer the door? Yeah, but I have to get into my house. I know I have to call 911. There's nobody there. And when I had my heart attack, she came and it was really wonderful. She came with security. They called, she sat with me, and it was just, I mean, I wouldn't know what to do without her. So I don't know what it costs to keep her on for overnight, but just to give you another perspective of what it's like.
Yeah,
when she-
well,
when she's not
the
there.
board has already taken action on that, and it began January 1st, actually. So the position was eliminated beginning January 1st.
Well, it doesn't mean that it can't be reinstated, but,
Well, there's no money in the budget for it.
okay, can I, just curious, is it,
We took out about $117,000 out of the year's budget. But the main drive on that was because how it was being used, and it was such a low usage.
okay,
We broke it down. It was costing us about $2,600 per visit. So one person for one call at night was costing us $2,600.
but now let me ask you this, okay, I thought maybe it was something of a financial, thank you for being nice about it, I'm nervous. What about getting into the house, people who have nobody there? I mean, let's say you call 911, how do they get in? Because they came with security. I have the master key, and then when they took me out in the ambulance, they locked the door after themselves. So is there any way we can work on that with security, or what happens?
I don't have an answer for you on that, but we can talk to security. There used to be a protocol in place for that, I believe. We'll check on that.
Because that's important. If suddenly, if you can't get up,
Sure.
you can't get to the door and they have to break your door down.
Well, if I could offer something on that. My mother-in-law lives in Stratford, down the street from the senior center. She's 95, she lives alone. And she has something that they call First Alert. And what happens is they put a lockbox outside her door, okay? And she puts her key inside the lockbox. And First Alert is given the code. We've had it done 4 times already. And they know what her code is. And they've gone to her home, hit the code, got the key, got to her, and got her out of the house.
Because
Okay, and it works
security
very
does
well.
have, I have the master key. I have that as well.
Right.
But if, yeah, but
Okay.
they have to know to come,
First Alert will have the code.
you know. Okay.
That's just your comment.
We'll check with the management. We'll go over that policy.
I appreciate you doing it. Thank you. And one more thing, the agenda, is it possible to put the agenda out a little further before the meeting?
Well, the initial one went out on Friday.
Okay,
And when we remind people just on the day of the meeting, so it's just a repeat of what we already did.
okay, so you can't get out of any,
The agenda did go out today for the
No, I'm
first
sorry.
time. There was a
That's
meeting
not-
notice sent
okay.
last week, but the agenda was ready today. We had it
okay,
out
but
today.
it didn't go out. It wasn't just me. It just didn't go out.
No, I've sent the agenda out this morning.
Yeah, but in other words, a little more time.
Yeah, it didn't go out before. I
Yeah.
don't think it was ready before.
Susan,
today.
though,
There
the-
wasn't-
Okay,
Generally, we put it out on Friday. We put an agenda out, don't we?
We usually do, yes.
Okay, so we missed it this week.
thank you very much. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Mark Lindell, 15 Trent Road. I came in the Prospect Plains gate this morning and once again, somebody hit the overhang. And do we know who it is? And I suggested to prior management, I spoke to Matt about it after somebody hit it a couple of months ago, that there's a sign on there that says 8 foot. Oh,
Just talk directly into the mic.
hello? Okay. I spoke to the prior management. I spoke to Matt after the last time somebody hit it, that there's a sign on top that says 8'6". Well, let's lie. It's 7'6". And any truck driver in his right mind knows exactly how tall his truck is with his ladders, whatever. Because he broke down, he hit the overhang, he took down the gate, and I'm tired of it. Period.
Okay,
Mark, I just want to add that it happened last week. We had reported it to our management. They have you already taken action? I think Matt said he had already taken action to have it fixed. But I don't know if we have any video of who might have done it. At this point, we didn't get that much
But
information.
I think we should put a lying sign on top of it, not 8'6", but 7'6", and the truck drivers should know.
well, can I just give you a little bit? I did the government community relations work for New Jersey Transit for 30 years. And I worked with communities all the time where we used to have bridge strikes. And where there was problem areas, we emphasized signage, lighting, chains hanging from the roadway. And no matter what we did, there were still bridge strikes. Even we put, in Middletown, there's a road called Laurel Road. We put at least 4 signs, 2 chains, flashing lights, and there was a truck that hit that bridge at 60 miles an hour and moved the bridge. I mean, some people are just not paying attention what they're doing. So we'll always try to do the best we can, but there's no way of preventing it.
Or maybe the sign should say no commercial vehicles, period, end of story.
That's true, but there are people who won't listen to that either, but we'll do it. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Sandra Cohen, 9 Winthrop Road. Yes, I agree with him. There should be a sign that says no trucks. Because you even if you can't get a truck in here anyway. They don't have, there's no barcode, there's no nothing. They have to go around to the main gate. So it should just say no trucks. The second thing is, I also have the master key. I was under the assumption that when you call 911, well, when you had the nurse and you called 911, she spoke to the, spoke to the nurse, and security came with the master key to get into your house. Now that we don't have the nurse at night, I'd like to know how that master key is going to work.
I believe it works through security.
Well, it can't be you believe. I have to feel
Well,
confident.
Well, that was the policy in place. We haven't changed that policy.
No, but
That policy was in place.
the
We haven't
nurse was
changed it.
canceled. It went through the nurse. When you called 911, 911 connected us with the nurse who called security to, why are you shaking your head? No, Bob.
It didn't.
So how did they get into your house? How did they get into your house, Bob? So all of that time going from not, I need clarification.
All right. Okay. Sanjay, you're looking for the policy. I don't have the policy in front of us, but we'll have it
Please.
and we'll share it.
Please put it in the
Okay.
newspaper, because it never even dawned on me that that is not a working thing, and it may very well be, but I'd like to know it. Thank you.
Okay. Next speaker, please.
Hello, Rochelle Goldschmidt, 129 Birmingham. You said, I think it was Kathy said before, that we have no video of it. We've always been told that there are videos of the gates so that when they get broken, we can charge the people. So do we have video there or don't we?
Okay, Mike, let me clarify. When I said we have no video, I meant the board has not seen video yet. Matt is still going through the video and will let us know what he uncovers.
When people break down our gates, do they get charged?
Sure.
Okay.
Lolly Rice, 3 Wellfleet. And why is this up? I'm shrinking. I just spoke to this young lady about getting the alerts for the house, and it is very important. But I think that when the when 911 is called from here, they could call the gates. You know, there has to be some way that you could make some kind of pairing between the 911 and the keys. I have my alert with me at all times. I want to thank you all for giving us Matt. He's a wonderful young man, and I hope everybody takes advantage of this great thing that we're going to have now, hopefully. It was, oh, the ice. The ice melt. I was flabbergasted Monday. My street is really non-approachable in a snowstorm. It's on Wellfleet Street off Chichester. I really panicked because there was a lot of snow. My walkway was inundated with snow, maybe not 4 inches, but my daughter came and she shoveled. I think we have to really work on something with LMS that they lay salt down, at least on the street. I would love it on the driveways, but you're dealing with a lot of seniors here and even the young people. We have to make sure that those roads are passable. So, and the door, whatever you want to call it. I hope that something will, happen with that. I didn't come here to shovel. First of all, I can't shovel. And I didn't want to see my daughter shoveling. They came to our Chichester and Wellfleet at 8 o'clock in the evening. Now, paying for that is an absolute waste. Nothing was there. What? So 3 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it, but it is for all of us. So, well, if you would have said that, I would have spoken right into the microphone. The salting is very, very important. It's, we never had anything like we had this past Monday,
Okay.
Monday past.
Okay. Well,
So,
we appreciate your comment.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in the public? Anyone? All right, seeing no one else, I will close the open forum. That leads me to the last item, which is adjournment. I have a motion to move by Jay Respler. Oh, and we have Zoom.
I do have one question on Zoom.
Yeah.
It's from Warren Jagger, 16 Sherwood Drive. Since First Service Residential took over, the gates seems to break a lot. Is there something wrong with the gates, or did you hire a new company to repair them?
Well, the gates are maintained mostly by us. We do it in-house. Occasionally, when we have a bigger problem, we do bring a company in and they give us assistance on that. Same company, but we have we discussed this at our last executive session, the board, and we are just as anxious to get these gates working properly as everyone else. It does appear, though, from what we're being told, is that the barcodes that are on some of the cars that are over 5 years old are not being read correctly. The barcodes may need to be changed on the cars. We're looking into that at the moment, and we're gonna get hopefully an answer with that in the next week or so. And if that's the case, we'll begin a program where we have to replace the barcodes. We'll work it out how folks who have a barcode that's over or 5 years will come in and we'll swap them out and we'll fix that problem.
Right, if they're red or blue, the barcodes, they definitely have to get new ones.
Yeah.
The black ones are good. The green, the blue, the red ones, they all definitely need new ones.
I have one more question.
Oh, well, then you need a new one.
I have a question, if I may. There is a van, an RV or whatever it's called, in the parking lot. It's there for months and months and months and months. It's not on the other side of the trees or the shrubs that we planted. It's been sitting there forever.
They pay for that spot.
No, they pay for the spot on the other side of the trees.
I don't know why, but they're paying to have the van there.
They pay monthly for that RV there.
They pay.
I thought that's why they put up the bushes and the trees, so it wouldn't be such a sore thumb to look at it. So if everybody else parks on the other side of the trees, why is that guy in the parking lot?
Because he'll damage those trees and the shrubs in that area when he backs up. So that's why we moved him to a different spot. But he does pay monthly for that spot.
Does that gentleman ever move his van?
Absolutely.
All right.
I speak.
Well, I mean, this is how someone uses their van. We're not here to tell them how to use their personal property, but they're paying for the spot.
But we did
Well,
that, so
she
it
just-
shouldn't be that way.
Well,
Okay. all
it
right.
doesn't work in the other spot for the van, so they moved it here.
Originally, when I called, they said they don't know whose it is. So now you know whose it is.
Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, I have any other questions on Zoom? Okay, do I have anything else from the board? They want to bring something up?
I just want to make a comment, a reminder to all our residents and homeowners. We've received a lot of complaints about speeding. I know you've heard it all before. A lot of it comes from the main roads, Winthrop Road in particular, people walking dogs on occasion, and someone will fly by and, you pull your dog in as quickly as you possibly can. I just want to remind everyone, please think about your speed. There are only two roads in this community, Whittingham Drive and Whittingham Drive and Chichester, that are 25 miles an hour. Everything else, I believe, in this community is 15 miles an hour. I have since I've moved into this community, I have learned that going 15 miles an hour is no different in time than going 20. And certainly isn't going to help if you're speeding along and hurt somebody. So please be mindful of the speed limits in the community. I'm just going to remind everyone every meeting.
Okay,
Thank you.
Kathy, thank you. Yes, and I'll ditto that. I mean, please, when you're driving in the community, try to obey the speed limits that are posted. Okay, I have a motion to adjourn by Jay Resper. Do I have a second? By Joe, okay. All in favor, say aye?
Aye.
Aye, okay, well, thank you all very much for coming.